Hey guys, it's Mired Thoughts, and this is going to be a dual purpose video. Now, yesterday I posted a video basically asking you guys to help out, and I got enough of you to help out so that I could do my project. For those of you who maybe didn't watch the video, you're coming a little later, that's okay. It was basically I'm taking an entrepreneurship class and I'm using my channel as a business model. And I needed some raw data, and I asked for it, and you guys gave it to me, so I'm really happy for that. I thank you a lot. It's really going to help me out, make things easier on me. But with that being said, I'm not going to get super into it, but obviously I haven't made any Nerf videos in a while, and I said that I would do it, partially because I don't have to, but I feel like it would be silly for me to go through the effort of doing all this work on the channel in theoretics for this class and then not applying of it to the channel itself. So there will be some channel stuff. So anyway, I said that there would be more Nerf videos, and I meant what I said. So out the other day, I was out and about, and I found the other of the Transformers transforming vehicle blasters. I found Starscream. Now, I thought he was rare, but then I found another one, which in fact is right over here. So, obviously he's not super rare. But to find two in a relatively short period of time, it was like a week and a half, was kind of funny to me. But anyway, getting into the blaster itself, first of all, it actually came with slightly different darts. It fires megas, just like the Optimus Prime truck blaster, but I thought that it fired regular megas, just like everything else, the suction megas, but it actually doesn't, because one of the ones that I found came with the original darts. It actually fires these megas that look kind of like whistlers, and they weigh a little bit more, and they fly farther, which I thought was really cool. So that was something interesting that I found out about the Starscream blaster. Other than that, it's very simple. It's very similar to the Optimus Prime truck blaster, with the major difference is that it's much harder to deploy with one hand from plane mode. In fact, you really can't do it. You have to use this upper handle, but it does full out very easily. And the other major difference is it has two barrels, unlike the Optimus Prime truck blaster, which only had one. So obviously, you know, twice as many darts. You can't single fire them. They fire both at once. So, you know, it's not like the barrel break. But what I found interesting is it still shoots reasonably far. With the darts that it came with, it shoots about 25 feet. With the suction tip megas, it shoots a little bit less. But, you know, it's still 15 to 20. The other cool thing about this that the Optimus Prime, at least I'm pretty sure it didn't have, is under the wings it has these dart storage racks. So I thought that was kind of cool. I don't know how sturdy they are, but if you were going to use this in like an Awfuls round, it could be useful. I wouldn't recommend it just because I don't like using ammo. The number one thing I found out from these Awfuls rounds is it almost doesn't really matter what your blaster is, as long as it will shoot just about anything you can find on the field. Because I find that I tend to run out of ammo really quickly. The other thing is that I played the last Awfuls round I played with a Titan, which just had one big missile that was missing a fin, and the Titan was kind of crappy, so it didn't shoot very far. But that missile was really easy to find, but I found almost every single time I fired a missile, I just immediately died. So there's that, but I did get a bunch of kills. It was really funny. I wish we had footage of that. I don't think we do, or maybe someone does that they could dredge out. You'd have to look at some of the other YouTubers. Anyway, back onto the Starscream blaster. It's primed very easily with this upper hand over top handle. It's not a very long prime, so it's very easy to prime. In fact, if you really wanted to, and that's the other weird thing about it, is the darts are actually backwards because of the way that the wings are situated. So if you flip it back into jet mode, it looks kind of silly. But you actually can prime it while it's in jet mode. All you have to do is push it forward, which is a little awkward, and it tends to like try and half deploy while you do it. But you could do it. You can also redeploy it into a jet after you prime it. The I guess trigger, for lack of a better word, is this right here. There's another button in here that's worked by the internal trigger, which is how you fire it, which means that if you really wanted to, you could fire it while it was in jet mode. It would shoot you in the chest, but it would shoot. But anyway, so I've already gone ahead and loaded the two original Whistler type megas. I'm going to go ahead and fire at my target down the range. So you can see it is shooting reasonably hard. It's not, again, super powerful. It's really only shooting about 25 feet. But when you consider that's what you would expect out of a Maverick, if you were lucky, it's not terrible for a blaster that isn't fairly recent. This dart has a weird fit. There we go. So I'm going to reload it. That's okay. I actually have one extra mega. And do a second test, and then I'm going to fire the third one. So those ones actually fired reasonably well, similarly to the Whistler darts. I just feel like the Whistler darts are shooting a little bit harder, which is just a strange thing, but I don't know. I can guarantee they're heavier. They definitely have more mass, so that's probably the reason. And then I went ahead and loaded it one last time. Again, the suction type megas, because I only have two of these Whistlers, and much the same thing. So maybe it's shooting a little bit harder. Maybe the first time I fired it with the suctions, it just wasn't shooting as well. But as you can see, it's a reasonably effective blaster for something so goofy, and especially since it's geared to fire both darts at once. It's pretty cool how hard it shoots. But anyway, that is the Starscream Transforming Jet Blaster. I'm sure it has an actual name, but that's more or less what I think it is. Thanks for watching.